Hi everyone, welcome back. So this is a quick clip that we're going to get into that was from a previous video. But as always, not financial advice, for entertainment only. Do your own research and invest in following coins and companies. And let's get into the clip. Cipher Mining announces March 2023 operational update. And here's what we got for them. So key highlights: BTC mined was 413, BTC sold was 450, BTC held was 427, deployed mining rigs was 53,500, and monthly end operation hash rate was 5.7. But that is also part of it is also with a joint venture, so they're only getting that. They're getting that's being listed under assets, not under revenue, I believe. Management commentary. So during the month of March, Cipher expanded operations at its Odessa facility while funding both operating expenses and capital expenditures through ongoing operations. Cipher finished March with the potential to mine nearly 16 Bitcoin per day. And then, let's see here, we continue to make great progress on building out our Odessa facility and now have over 4.7 exahash of self-mining operations there. So that's kind of what I'm calculating on that, bringing our total self-mining capacity to 5.7 exahash. With our best-in-class unit economics, we are able to fund ongoing capex for Odessa from operations in March without resorting to dilutive equity issuance or costly debt financing, so that's good there. In addition to mining Bitcoin throughout the month, we managed our power usage to maximize our dollar-based output. There were times when we curtailed our mining so that we could sell power into the market, which is fine. And then this is kind of a little strange statement here. And there were also periods in the month where our Odessa power providers spent hours from their annual curtailment budget, potentially presenting us with greater power selling opportunities later in 2023. So it seems like they kind of sold some stuff off for them where they didn't have to curtail, but they'll have to possibly do it later on, I guess. Kind of strange, but kind of cool also. With shipments of miners arriving at Odessa in April, we expect to achieve our initial goal of 6 exahash, and we look forward to the completing of Odessa infrastructure build-out in the second quarter. So we are in that now, so within the next 3 months, that should be done as well. So that's good there. And that's all we got for them here. So let's take a look at the numbers I do have for them. Cipher here has 248 million shares outstanding. Current stock price is $2.4 or $2.40. Market cap 596 million right now. Compare that to CleanSpark, which has a higher hash rate right now and less shares. Their market cap is much lower. It's about a third of what Cipher's is, which is, like I said, it's strange. Okay. Current hash rate 4.7, future hash rate about 6. They're about 79% operational right now, 26% growth left in them. Hash rate average per mine is about 89 terahashes. BTC HODL is 427, that's valued about 12 million right now. HODL to market cap is 2.03%, and each share is about 5 cents of HODL in it. Now, they've had fantastic growth here throughout basically the start of the summer here of last year, where they were kind of mining 24, 33, 38, 60, and then really nice ramp up here in the last, you could say, 5 months or so. 96 in November, 225 BTC in December, January was 343, February was 398, and March was 413. But you've also seen the same thing happen here with these guys where efficiency has been coming down because Bitcoin network hash rate has been increasing, so BTC per exahash has been coming down, and it's in line with some of the other miners that we have seen here with Bitfarms and CleanSpark. They're right around that 80-some range here, which is good. And then let's take a look at the numbers that we do have here for them. So 413 BTC mined, that equates to about 10.3 million in revenue, it looks like, for them, based on the network hash rate and Bitcoin average price for the month. And that's going to be a pretty sizable increase here for them. And I'm using the actual numbers for them that they are going to report on their quarterly results, which is going to be as revenue. We do have some of the miners that are in that joint venture, which they are only getting 49% of that, which I think is going to be under their assets tab. Okay, so that's kind of why this is 9.3 instead of the 10.3. And the reason for that is, as you can see here, is this purple, light pink, whatever you want to call it, line here. These are the miners that are part of the JV, the joint venture with another party. They're only getting 49% of that, so I'm kind of counting that a little bit differently here on that one. Okay, and then I'm still not sure if the 413 is reported as, I think it's reported as the total mine between the two, but then I gotta wait for the numbers to come out to verify this, so bear with me on that one. They did sell 451 Bitcoin, so that was about 11.3 million in, that they sold this month of March. And here's what we got for them. They were mining pretty much for 28 days, it looks like, for a majority of their self miners. 19 days on the new miners that got added. So that added them about 220 petahash to it, which got us to approximately 4.7, a little higher than they reported. 4.765 is what I have them at. Odessa was about 9.3 million in revenue. Alvarez, Bear, and Chief, which is their joint venture, I'm estimating, 1,056,000 for that. So we'll see where that comes in at. And I think just adding those two numbers up potentially to where they could be on it. So I need some confirmation on this, that these numbers are going to work. Hopefully when we get the latest quarterly results, I'll be able to figure this stuff out, especially since they're providing all this information now for us, which is great. Okay. Next, let's take a look at the institutions. Institutions did increase here a little bit to 110 institutions and 12.8 million shares, which is about the same here. And then percentage owned is still down a little bit here to 5.15% from 5.17. Analyst ratings, we still have one buy rating. Price targets is $3 for the high, $2.90 for the average, $2.70 for the low. And we just really don't have enough data on them right now for the institutions chart to take a look at it. So we'll keep an eye on that one, see how that one plays out. But they're pretty close to where the analysts are looking for them to be at right now. And that's kind of where I have I have them actually a little bit lower here, but analysts have them right around that range right now. Where I have them at is the current quarter, which is possibly going to be about 23.5 million in revenue. Last 3 quarters weren't that great. We actually only have 2 quarters numbers that I have for them. If I had another quarter in there, that might change the numbers obviously for us. But as the more numbers we do get from them, and we'll be able to gauge them a little bit better. But right now, with 50% net income from gross revenue, I'm looking at $1.15 to $1.73. So that's definitely on the high end here for being $2.40. Right now, they are going to have pretty good growth here. So even if you multiply that, let's just say that they are constant with these 23.5 million for the next 4 quarters, we could possibly do some numbers. Let's see if we can do that right now really quick. See, current quarter is 23. Let's just add another 50 million into it. See here, we'll put another, that one is in there as well. Okay, so let's see here. Let's just add another 45 million in here just for giggles. Okay, so now that gets us to 73 million in revenue for the last 4 quarters roughly. If they do that, or future quarters possibly, that would get me to $2.96 to $4.44. So more in line with where they are right now. I guess you could take a look at it. So if investors are more forward-looking, they're looking at a higher PE. I'm looking at the past performance where they are right now, what they've generated. Now, if we start looking into higher performances, we obviously know that Bitcoin can go up higher. The revenues can go up higher as well. They could fetch definitely more towards the $4.44. But they do have a lot of shares outstanding, so I wouldn't expect them to get much higher than that. Possibly going to maybe $12 if Bitcoin really starts going up higher. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking at them. They have done a fantastic job here growing. They just need to continue to do that and hopefully not dilute a lot, but continue to grow and keep their expenses under control as well. That goes for all the miners as well. All right, let me know what you guys think of Cipher.